5 years. I don't know that I've enjoyed any city as much as Rotterdam here in the Netherlands. Had a great time last night. You all are gracious for coming out to the Q&A and the weigh-in here today. How many of you have tickets for the fights tomorrow night, by the way? All right. And dare I ask, is there anybody out here who does not have tickets? I believe it's sold out or getting close there. All right, well, you still got some time, but we got a great show planned for you today. Obviously, we got the Q&A. We'll have a special announcement after the Q&A, and then in less than an hour or so, all 26 fighters will be out here on the scale. Really want to hear you make some noise when they come out here. Obviously, they're backstage right now, and they're hungry, so thank you in advance for that. Huge main event, obviously, coming up tomorrow night. Andrei Arlovski, Alistair Overeem. Who's rooting for the Reem? Let's hear it. And anybody here in Holland brave enough to say they're rooting for Andrei Arlovski? It's okay. Yeah, the Pitbulls fans travel well too. All right, let's get to this Q&A. We have three of the very best in the UFC here for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome lightweight contender Michael Chiesa, middleweight contender Gegard Mousasi, and former light heavyweight title challenger Alexander Gustafsson. All right, so many of you know how this works. We have microphones set up on both sides of the stage here. These guys are up here for the next 30 minutes or so, so don't be shy. There is no line on either side. Feel free. You can ask multiple questions. We'll start with the gentleman here, stage right in the red shirt. Yes, sir.
First of all, thanks for everyone for coming. I have a question for Alexander Gustafsson. First of all, phenomenal performance in all your fights. I really, really respect your heart. If you were to fight either Jon Jones or Daniel Cormier again, what adjustments would you make?
Thanks for the kind words. I don't know. About Jon Jones, probably. I'll probably fight him. Yeah, I would probably go for the finish. From the first round, go for the finish.
Best of luck, Alexander.
Thank you.
Hi all. First of all, make some noise for Dana and Lorenzo to make it happen. So thank you to be here. It's nice. Woo! First time. So question for Michael. You have so amazing beard. I like it so much. Is it also have some advantages for in the fight? It disguises the chin a little bit, or is it a hoax?
It doesn't really offer any type of advantage. I always tell people that if you think it offers any type of cushion, we'll tape some cotton to your face and I'll punch you in the face and we'll see how much different it feels. So it's I just like to have a beard. It's just kind of part of my style.
And it's with no beard, it's not easier to have a submission, or?
I think it'd be more of an advantage if I didn't have a beard because you could slide a choke in a little easier, you know. So I'm giving these guys a little bit of an advantage by growing this little bush on my face.
Hi Gegard, nice, big fan of you. Don't believe the haters and always fight smart. That's the best way to. And I think you are a future champion. So.
Thank you.
And last question for the Swedish man, the big one. Do you have enough recognition for top athletes in your country? I think in the Netherlands it's too low for all the fighting top athletes. How about in Sweden?
Well, in Sweden we have pretty good recognition, and I got a bunch of fans back home. So and here too, and you know it's great.
Oh, thank you. Hope to see you soon.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Yes. Good evening. I have a question for Gegard Mousasi. You always claim that Lyoto Machida was a dirty fighter. So what was your reaction when he got caught with PEDs?
Well, obviously, when USADA's gonna test. No one's gonna use what they always use. They're gonna use for some other stuff. So, but I think the supplement that it took is not gonna help you anyway. But I'm happy that it been caught.
Okay. Good luck in the future, gentlemen.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hi, my question's for the Mauler. Gustafsson, we all loved your fight against Jon Jones, obviously, and we all definitely loved your fight against Cormier. Just wondering, everyone's talking about Jon Jones maybe moving up to heavyweight. You've got similar dimensions, similar height, reach. Have you ever thought about moving to heavyweight, or are you contemplating that?
No, I'm too small for heavyweights. I'm staying in light heavyweight. That's my division.
I think you could do quite well at heavyweight. But
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like the question, though. All right. Yes, sir.
First of all, big fan of all of the fighters. What do you think about having a fighters union to like regulate more and have like fighters that should fight that fight on time and everything?
I think that that's something that it could go both ways, and there should be more research done on it before guys speak on it. I think guys speak about having a union without really educating themselves more on it. So, you know, I myself, I haven't really done much research into it. I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm happy with the UFC and the status of how things are going. So I'm the wrong guy to answer the question. These guys might be able to shine some light on that better than I can.
Well, I don't know. I think union, it's an individual sport. So I think it's going to be difficult for the fighters. But if it's going to help, why not?
Yeah, you know, you never know, but it's all about, you know, education and knowledge. But, you know, I don't know, it's a tough question.
Hard-hitting questions today in Rotterdam. Thank you very much. Yes.
Alexander, over here, yeah.
Nice to you.
First of all, your the 1st of April joke was no joke, man. Fucked up. Yeah, that was no good joke.
It was a pretty good joke, wasn't it?
No, we don't think so. And the second question, I got a question. When is your next fight and against who?
Don't worry about the joke. It was just a joke. I'm far from done. I just want to make that clear. I don't have anything scheduled yet. You know, I'm very, very eager to have a fight right now, and we're looking in, I don't know, end of the summer, in the autumn. I can't give you an answer on that, but just keep your eyes open, and you'll find out soon. I promise you.
We still follow you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
I have a question for Alexander. Do you think when you fight Cormier, you can handle it on the ground?
Well, maybe, you know, maybe. I did pretty good, but I didn't do good enough, you know, because, you know, I was staying in his pocket, and that's why he was winning the fight. So, you know, I learned a lot from that fight, and I'm looking forward to the next challenge, and you know, I can't wait to be back in that octagon and compete again.
And last time we saw John Jones fighting, he's a little bit stiff. Do you think it's your time now to beat him?
Sorry?
You saw John Jones last time. He's a little bit stiff, not like he was used to before. Do you think you're gonna beat him now fast? First round KO?
You know, he's the best guy on the planet, in my opinion, but I still beat him, so there you have it.
Thank you. Back over here, yes.
I have a question for Michael. So, Michael, you have a rumored fight with Tony Ferguson coming up. Has that been confirmed already?
That's just a rumor. You know, ever since I got here, everyone's been saying that there's this released main event between me and Tony Ferguson. It's just a rumor at this point, but if that were the case, challenge accepted. Everyone knows I want that fight, so if that comes to reality, you know, I'll be ready. But until then, it's just a rumor.
I always believe in where there's smoke, there's fire. But what I believe in, what is going to be your game plan for beating Tony Ferguson if the fight would be made? That's my question.
If the fight will be made, the game plan's the same every time. Walk him down, go forward, throw punches, make him expose himself, and then try to catch him in a submission. If not, you know, I got a whole bag of tricks I haven't showcased yet. So if I get the fight, you guys will be the first to see. So hopefully it happens. We'll see.
Great. Looking forward to seeing you guys mix it up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
I have a question for the Maverick. Congratulations with the wedding of your sister. What is, you have your 10 of your last 14 wins are by submission. That's very impressive. What's your favorite submission, and what submission would you like to do in your next fight against Tony Ferguson?
If I was to fight Tony Ferguson, if that is my next fight, you know, I would just, any submission that presents itself, I'll take it. You know, I don't really go out there with a set trick in mind. I just try to go out and fight my fight. guys expose their back, and so I just, I hit him with the rear naked choke. But in the gym, my favorite submission is definitely a Peruvian necktie. It's a little flashy. It's a little easier to hit without the gloves on. So, if I could hit it in my next fight, that'd be sweet, because I'll take a $50,000 check and put it in the bank.
One question more. You fought against Lozon, and you got a nasty cut. Do you want to take that one back? Like, we want to see you again against Lozon. It was a beautiful fight.
Yeah, it was a fun fight, but our careers are going in two different directions. I just worked my way up into the top 10. He's not even in the rankings right now. I'm not trying to take a shot at him because that'd be low, but you know what? He's on the tail end of his career, and I'm just right on the upswing. I'm about to work my way to a title shot. So, if he climbed his way up the rankings, he'd have to earn the rematch with me at this point, even though he technically got the win, which he didn't beat me, but it's nor here nor there. But yeah, if he worked his way up the rankings, I'd fight him again.
Thank you.
Well played on the Lozon question. Yes.
Well, first I've been watching MMA since '98, and one thing that amazes me, it's how come you guys are so Cartesians, in a sense that you guys can separate emotions from the reason. In this case, reason is fighting the technique. And I know that our organization needs to sell tickets, needs to go mainstream. So selling hatred, violence, emotions, maybe it's for good for the mainstream fans, but not for me as an hardcore fan. And one thing that really amazed me is how come can you separate emotions from physical violence?
Because it's a game. I mean, I don't know what gets these guys off when they fight, but I'm not mad at the guy I'm fighting. It's just a game. It's just competition. I'm just trying to score points and finish the game as fast as possible.
Well, yeah, it's the part of the game too, but it comes with a lot of routine too. The first couple of fights you do in your career, it's hard to separate, the feelings and the physical aspect of it, but as you go and as you compete, you learn how to control yourself, the emotions. You can't fight with emotions. You need to be, calm, relaxed, and look at it as an obstacle, not like a person you have a vendetta against.
No, I really think it's amazing. And actually, I study neuroscience and I study behavior. And one thing that I think that everybody agrees here is, if you're not a professional, it's quite difficult to separate. And once again, although an organization needs to sell, so by selling emotions and hatreds, believe me, you are a beautiful example of the old school warrior. No emotions, friendly, you are machines kicking ass. So thank you for everything.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Mr. Gustafsson, you fought both John Jones and Daniel Cormier. What's your prediction for UFC 200?
Well, first of all, for me, it's the best main event ever. It's a great fight to see. I'm very excited to see those guys fight. It's hard. John Jones is John Jones. Everybody knows what he's capable of. He's the pound-for-pound best guy in the world. But DC, I like that guy, so I want him to win. I like him a lot.
Thank you. Greetings from Greece.
Thank you.
Thank you, yes.
Hey guys, what's up? I got a question. What is your inspirations for starting MMA, like the three of you? I'm just wondering. For me, it was BJ Penn.
Money, women.
You fucking savage. And what about you, Alexander?
I don't know. Maybe the same. I don't know.
I've heard enough. No, of course.
Oh,
How about
no.
you?
I'm with these guys.
No, I give up. Thanks.
Hello guys, goeiedag allemaal. UFC, thank you for coming to Holland. We are very happy for that. I am coming to support Andrei Arlovski, my friend. And second, Mousasi, I want to show you that we love you in Holland. We respect you a lot. And we are...
Thank you.
A lot of love, my friend. I want to ask you, tell us about your dream, about your life of training, and where are you going from here?
What was the question?
I think he wants to just know about your dream and your career and.
Well, obviously, it's the UFC Gold, and buy a big house.
Who do you like to fight next?
Well, I think Anderson Silva or Michael Bisping makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Lot of love to Mousasi.
Thank you very much. Got an open mic over here if anybody wants to hop on. Yes, sir.
Gegard, my good friend, how are you?
Good, good.
Good. So you fought two guys. Yeah, it's going to be your second fight to fight someone who's ranked behind you. Why?
UFC love me so much, so they give me those fights.
It's an easy fight for you, right?
It's not an easy fight, but yeah, more to lose because it's not so ranked so high, but I need to fight anyway, so doesn't make any difference.
I'm 100% with you, my friend.
Thank you.
Gustafsson, who is harder, Cormier or Jones?
Who win the fight?
No, who hits harder?
No, both of them doesn't hit that hard, actually.
Anthony Johnson does.
Yeah, I can't say nothing about him. He hits hard.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back over here, sir.
Hello. First of all, I want to tell everybody that we are very proud of our Dutch UFC fighters. Fantastic. Mousasi, how is it to be such a successful fighter?
It feels good, but...
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it, but I don't know. Yeah, it's good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead, sir. Yes, sir.
The rat is here. John Anik, the question's for you. The 209 tattoo.
Yes, you want to see it?
The engaged want to see it.
It's real. It's not coming off. It's real. There for life.
How much did it hurt?
No, it didn't hurt at all. Getting my ears waxed hurts a lot more than that hurts. So.
Yeah. Well, fair play to you, man, for doing it.
Thank you.
Good man.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir.
Hello. Gegard. Hello. I have a question for you about Jessica Blaska. She was a bronze medal winner at World Championships in Las Vegas in wrestling. She trains at COPS. Are you familiar with her?
I haven't seen her, sorry.
But she's a very big talent, and she's going to compete, and she has the potential to win gold. And probably she's planning to move to MMA. What do you advise to Olympians?
It takes time. I think having a wrestling background, she has the dedication. So, but I think she needs to put the time into grappling, striking, and coming from a wrestling background, they know how to fight. So.
And how's your preparation for your next fight? How's the camp going?
I'm going good. I'm getting in shape. Already training every day almost. It's going to be an easy fight.
Okay, dankjewel. Whoosh.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hello, yes, question for Alexander. I was just wondering, I know people are talking about Jones and Cormier and all, and how that would be big fights, but does it ever cross your mind to seek revenge on Rumble Johnson after the loss there?
Yeah, I wanna rematch all of those guys that beat me the last couple of years. I want to rematch with everybody, but yeah, you know, in the future, you know, I'm looking ahead for the next opponent, next challenge, and I got 2 losses in a row, and I need to start somewhere. So I want a guy, I want to beat that guy, maybe another guy, and then I'm going to look for the top, and I'm going to take it from there.
So you don't think taking one fight or the other, ultimately you'll fight anyone, just hoping to get back there to the top?
Yeah, I need a couple of fights to come back in the game. I've been away for 7 months. I haven't competed for 7 months, so a good fight, I win that fight, and we take it from there.
Brilliant. Big fan. You're brilliant, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, great fan of you, Alexander Gustafsson. I have a question. Do I have a chance for a photo today with you?
Got to save all photo requests for after the Q&A, if you don't mind, if that's all right, okay? Time permitting, we'll see if they can circle back. Is that maybe a possibility? We'll keep you posted on the photos, okay?
And another question, also for Gustafsson. What are your thoughts on John Jones' previous fights with OSP?
Hello. I think I did enough to win the fight. You know, he did good. He won the fight, and he did enough. It wasn't, I think, a lot of people and me also expecting like some tricks and stuff from him, but he did enough to win. It was a kind of boring fight. Nothing more to say about that. He did good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back over here, yes.
I have a question for the Maverick. Can you tell a story about the Ultimate Fighter House that we didn't see on television yet?
I got a good story for you. So my favorite practice, probably my favorite moment the whole time I was on the Ultimate Fighter is on Thursdays we had boxing sparring. We're about halfway through the season and we're all getting geared up. We're kind of in the grind, and all of a sudden Chad Mendez, TJ Dillashaw, and Lance Palmer, they come walking in the gym. Each of them have 2 cases of beer in their hands. They come walking in, set the beers down. They said, we're going to drink beer and we're going to spar today. And so they pulled all the bleachers up to the mats. We all got in our boxing gear and we literally drank beer and beat each other up that whole practice. It never made it on TV. And it was such a lighthearted, fun practice. Very, in the grand scheme of things, unprofessional. But when you're trapped on a TV show for 3 months with cameras in your face, it was like a good way to break up the monotony and, just drink beer, have fun. And it was a good time.
Thank you.
Are you a better sparrer when you're a little hammered? No.
Oh, yeah, like drunken boxing, I'm like, woo, see it all coming.
Yeah, good. Thanks. Yes.
Thanks to the UFC for bringing this fight to us. I think we've been waiting for a long time for this, so thanks for that. I just wanted to ask a question to Alex. The mental game is a big part. After a few losses, how do you cope with that, and what do you do to come back from those losses?
It's very tough mentally because you're losing. My last fight, I lost some very, very small details. But anyway, you just have to turn it positive. You need to learn from it instead, and either it breaks you or it makes you stronger. So it's either those two of those. So for me, I just learn from it, and I'm working on what I suck at and trying to be better at that. So it's always a learning period. It doesn't matter if you've been in the game for 20 years or 10 years. You're always a learning period.
So the next one, you're gonna beat them, right?
Oh yeah, you're gonna see a new Alex. Promise you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Gustafsson, if you could fight anyone in the world, who would you be your opponent?
You had it there, did you? It's a good question. I don't know.
Bruce Lee? Or maybe fictional. It doesn't matter if the person is alive. Tell me, what will be your dream fighter?
My dream fight, honestly, my dream fight would be the best guy. The guy who gets the belt in my division. That's my dream fight, for sure. I want that belt, nothing else. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Alex from Germany, and I would just want to ask you, what's your take on the McGregor situation? I mean, you three as fighters, me as a fan, I'm quite, pissed because he's now crying about his media obligations that actually made him the star he is now. And I was so pleased when Nate Diaz smashed his face. So, Nate Diaz would love this place. What's up? So, yes. I see that as a fighter, if you're in a training camp, it's quite messy sometimes to do these obligations. But what's your take on this?
On a real note, Conor always talked about how he's the best in the game. We saw how he handled his media obligations for the Mendez fight. the Diaz fight, the Jose Aldo fight. He bragged about how he's the best in the game, and he did it well. He did all his media obligations, all his media tours, trained on the road, did everything great. I mean, this press conference was 12 weeks out from the fight. I don't see how it was any different from the ones in years past. I just think he was trying to get out of getting stalked and slapped around the octagon again, so. Stockton 209.
Well, I don't know, like, hello? Yeah. I don't know, it's, did it take me away?
Yeah, he's not.
Well, taking me away from the event is probably kind of harsh, I don't know. But you still need to do your obligation, right? You need to be a professional. That's what you need to be. So if it is like a press conference or whatever, that's your duty. You need to do it. So, well, but it's harsh though, taking away from the event.
Okay, thanks a lot, good.
Thank you very much. All right, if you haven't lined up yet, please don't. We got time for 3 or 4 more. Over here, real quick. Yes.
Hi, yeah. Since we're on the McGregor questions, there's a lot of rumors swirling around Mayweather, McGregor. Who do you think would win, boxing or MMA? All the fighters up there.
Mayweather would piece him up in a boxing match, and in an MMA fight, McGregor would beat him. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, they're both 2 totally different crafts. So, I mean, that's pretty obvious.
Thank you. Yes.
Hello. My question is for Mousasi. A couple of months back, you said that you would like to fight Anderson Silva, hopefully UFC 199, UFC 200. Are you a little disappointed that you didn't end fighting Silva at UFC 200?
Yeah, I think that's a fight that style-wise would have been a good fight. I think fans would have liked to see that. Or Fito Belfort, Michael Bisping. I think those are the fights that fans would like to see. But they gave me Derek Bronson. And for that, you have to be with this guy. Oh, he's there. It's the UFC.
But do you perceive in any way that they may be protecting him from you? Because you're not so favorable matchup?
Well, of course, he has a big name, so I think he has a good management. Yeah.
Thank you.
Back over here. Yes, sir.
Yes, it's a question for John Anik.
Yes, sir. What do you got?
Here we are in Europe, and the capital of Europe is Brussels. And Brussels is in Belgium. So my question is really simple. When is the UFC coming in Belgium?
I honestly can't answer that question. I would love to go. I think the UFC would like to be there. We will have a special announcement about a trip to Europe, though, coming up in September in like 5 minutes. So I can tell you we have that, and hopefully we do make it to your great country at some point, sir. Thank you, though, for coming out here. Yes, sir.
Hi. My question is for Alexander. I'm a big fan of Reza. Is there any way to take a picture with Reza after he's had the weigh-ins and is rehydrated? So he can put up a smile again.
You mean like if you want to have a picture with Reza?
I want to take a picture with Reza, please. I'm a big fan of him.
Okay, yeah. Let me talk to him and let's see. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
deal.
all good. It's all good.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
This is a question for Gerard Mousasi. In the upcoming rematch with Luke Rockhold and Chris Weidman, both fighters are in your division. What are your predictions, and how would you fare against both men?
Well, I think Luke Rockhold is going to have the advantage this fight. I think my style would match up well against Luke Rockhold because he doesn't go for the shoot. He doesn't wrestle a lot. He has good jiu-jitsu, but stand-up, I feel I'm better, and I would be able to win.
And what about Michael Bisping?
Michael Bisping also. I would beat him also.
Many thanks.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up the Q&A. You guys have been an outstanding crowd. I know it's not always easy to grab a mic in front of a lot of people, so thank you all. Let's hear it once more for these fine gentlemen. Alexander Gustafsson, Gegard Mousasi, and Michael Chiesa. All right, now we have a special announcement for you on the UFC's next trip to Europe coming up in September. Take a look.
Deutschland, seid ihr gut drauf? Gebt mir einen
All right, now to help us with this breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome UFC lightweight standout Nick Hein. All right, so here he is, former German national judo champion, now UFC lightweight contender. I know you were hoping to compete on this fight card, obviously, against John Tuck. You were unable to do so. Looks like September 3rd, though, might be the date for your return, yeah?
It's a huge motivation for me to get recovery and the clarification soon. So it sucks not to fight, but you know, the excitement when I see the fans, everything is, it's rising.
I know we've got some people from Germany in the crowd here today, I believe. Show of hands, anybody? Yeah, okay. Thank you all for coming. So obviously John Tuck is going to fight Josh Emmett here tomorrow night. Any idea who you would like to share the octagon with on September 3rd?
To be honest, you know, my focus now is just to get the recovery. You know, I just want to fight, you know, anybody. I want to get there and want to fight for my fans. You know, I owe them something. I know there's a lot of German fans coming to Rotterdam this time. And I want to give them something back.
Well, you've been must-see TV thus far in the UFC. We're sorry you can't compete here, but all eyes will be on you September 3rd. Let's hear it, folks. Nick Hein, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the fighters will be out here in about 10 minutes. Stay put and make some noise when those fighters come out here. Thank you all very much.
May 29th, two undefeated UFC warriors go head-to-head as 21-0 striker Thomas Almeida takes on fellow knockout artist Cody No Love Garbrandt. Plus, former bantamweight champion Renan Barão moves up to face Jeremy Stephens in a featherweight showdown. Live in Las Vegas this month.